Hello students, I welcome you to this discussion of ISRO paper that held today for scientist and engineer category SC. This exam held today and we are going to provide you the discussion of the question paper as well as answer here in this section. My name is Abhishek Sharma and I'll start with the weightage analysis of the paper. So here you can see that these are the different categories from which the question has been asked in today's paper. The section discrete mathematics and engineering mathematics is asked the question 7 plus 3. From discrete mathematics there is a 7 question and engineering mathematics there are 3 questions are there. Computer network is the highest number of question after aptitude. So in this from network there are 11 questions are there. Data structure 9, operating system 9. Compiler design 4, database management system 6, digital logic 6 question, theory of computation 7, AIML, okay, artificial intelligence, and there are some questions related with machine learning algorithm as well. Some question related with artificial intelligence also was present, so there are 2 questions belongs from this topic. Computer organization is 6 questions, cloud computing and SE. Here in this is there are 3 plus 4 questions. SE stand for software engineering, where some questions related with cyclomatic complexity was also asked in today's examination. Algorithm weightage was less, you can say comparatively to all the subjects, which is only 3. And then we always have a fixed number of questions from the aptitude, which is 15 questions from this particular topic. Essentially, paper was not very difficult. Paper was of a good standard, as you can say ISRO standard, and some questions are few questions, not many, but few questions are also taken from the gate as well. Now after this paper analysis, what we will do that we will discuss each section questions that came here in this paper and its solution. Okay, so stay tuned. The next will be the paper discussion, where we'll take up each section from this topic and then we are going to provide answer keys for them. Stay tuned. The next is your paper discussion.
Hello friends, good evening to everyone. In our ISRO examination, from the aptitude, as you know already, total questions, 15 questions. Out of the 15 questions, very easy, every question also, 14 questions very easy. One question you have to think about the concept only. So remaining everything also easy, okay, very useful your job point of view and getting the good score. Now see the questions. First one, from the reasoning, logical thinking, Which of the following best completes the passage below? In a survey of a job applicants, okay, 2/5 admitted to being at least a little dishonest. However, the survey may underestimate the proportion of the job applicants who are dishonest because, so reason. So according to the options, okay, correct, option 1 is the suitable option. Some dishonest people taking the survey might have claimed on the survey to be honest. Okay. Some generally honest people taking the survey might have claimed on the survey to dishonest. Okay. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Clearly, according to the information, option is the clearly right answer. Okay. Look at my dear friend. Some dishonest people taking the survey might have claimed on a survey to be honest. They're acting like a honest. Okay. So 1 is the right answer. Next, find out the wrong number in the series. Very, very easy question, my dear friends. So here 7 into 1 plus 1, 8 into 2 plus 2, 18 into 3 plus 3, that is 57. So 57 into 4, 4 times 28. So 28 again plus 4. So 28 and 4, I need unit digit 2, but here 28 given. So this is the wrong. So 220 is the wrong, that is our answer. Next, so based on the graph information, okay, looking like graph would little bit time taken, but answer is very easy. So what is the question? The difference in the earnings was large between, okay, large between, here where is the large? Sunday to Monday, Sunday here 100, Monday 500, here gap 400. Remain, we can check the gap anywhere also less. So what is the possible option? A is the right answer. Okay, my dear friends. Next. Study the following table carefully and the answer question below it. Okay. So observe the table. What was the percentage approximately increase in the production of D type of toys from 83 to 85? 83 to 85 percentage increase. So very, very easy point. Percentage increase or percentage decrease, what it may be? The difference always compare with original. Okay. Here 83 to 85. 83 to 85, how much increase? 105, 125. 105, 120, how much increase? 20. This 20 is compared with original 105 into 100. So simplify, approximately answer 19%. So answer C. Next. So what is the maximum area of the rectangle with the perimeter 260? So perimeter 260, 2 into L plus B, 620. So L plus B, 310. Okay. Here one point, my dear friends. Okay. Length plus breadth 310. What is the maximum area of the rectangle with the perimeter 620? So maximum area means length and breadth is equal, then it is the highest area. Okay, we know that point. So then what is the possible? 310 by 2, 155. So 155 into 155. You can take other than these numbers, answer should be less than their product. So then possibility A is the answer. Okay. So length is also 155. Breadth is also 155. Okay. Next. Again, logical thinking point of view. Easy concept, logical thinking. You may a retailer clerk who typically works Monday through Friday. You arrive at work and notice that the new schedule is posted and your manager has given you Saturday shift. It happens to your son's birthday on Saturday and you have a party planned. What is the most appropriate response? So what is your response? Okay, on Saturday, your son's birthday, you are planning the birthday. So what is your response? Speak with your manager and explain you have a birthday party planned for your son's Saturday and ask if they can find someone else or if you can find someone to cover your shift. Okay, this is the reason, perfect reason to deliver what you have a problem. So this is the possible option A. Why remaining wrong? एक बार check कीजिए once. Ask your co-workers if they can cover your shift because you have a birthday party for your son planned. So you can ask your co-shift, I mean co-workers. It is not a wrong. It is not a correct. Compare with this one. Okay. Next. Pretended like did not see the schedule. Okay. Did not see the schedule means wrong. Do not say anything to anyone. So wrong clearly. What is the correct reason, my dear friends? Explain your problem to your manager. Okay. Next, based on the figure concept, my dear friends, very easy. Okay, we are saving the time in aptitude actually. So you can spend your time in technical. Okay, very easy concepts. So triangle here, anti-clockwise and shaded. Same triangle, clockwise, that line should be same. So this one anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means looking like this and shaded. So what is the possible? D and B possible. So these two eliminate. Next, my dear friends, here vertical lines no change. So vertical lines same. Here also vertical lines, here also vertical lines, but here horizontal. So wrong. So what is the possible option, my dear friends? B is the right answer. Next, here observe the question carefully. You got the answer, my dear friends. Okay. This part, easy question, little bit shaded. Okay, square, circle. The symbol meaning, the shaded part is off. Make it first item off size. So based on that, so here square, make it should become off size. Off size. Off size means, friends, off here also possible, here also possible. These two wrong. Okay, these two wrong. So what is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. Okay. Next, paint, brush, thread. So you have to need needle. Here, these two figures maintain one logic. The same logic apply here also. Then answer, my dear friends. You can give A, B, C, D letters. Then logic, my dear friends, A plus B plus C plus D minus 2. Okay, one cross check. So 6, 6, 12. 12 minus 2, 10. Okay. So 8, 16, 26 minus 2. So next. So here, 18, 30, 40. So 40 minus 2. 40 minus 2 means 38. C is the right answer. Okay, my dear friends. Next. Same here also. Observe this figure. Okay, observe this figure. You got a clarity. Option C is the clearly right answer. Next. Again, logical thinking. Fact 1. Pictures can tell a story. Pictures can tell a story. All storybooks have pictures, okay? All storybooks have a picture. Some storybooks have words, okay? If the first 3 statements are facts, if the first 3 also fact, which of the following statement must be also fact, okay? Pictures can tell a story better than words can. So this information is not given. So better than word not given, okay? The stories in the storybooks are very simple. Did not mention that point, very simple and this type. Okay, some storybooks have both words and pictures. This is clearly right answer. So what is the answer, my dear friends? 3 is the right answer. Okay, next. Statement course of action. Again, logical thinking. This type of logical thinking, my dear friends, 5 questions given. Remaining 10 questions of pure reasoning. 10 also. That 10 also easy. Here, this type of logical thinking, 5 questions. Okay, these 5 also very, very easy, my dear friends. Okay, you are getting a good score also and from the aptitude. Exporters in the capital are alleging that commercial banks are violating a Reserve Bank of India directive to operate a post-shipment export credit denominated in the foreign currency at international rates from the January this month. So RBI guidelines, they are violating the some banks. Okay, some banks. Violating the commercial banks. Then what is your action? The officers, again, the officers concerned in the commercial banks are to be suspended. They are violating. Only because of the violating, suspending is the not a correct way. The RBI should be asked to stop giving such directives to commercial banks. Such type of directives stop. So that is also wrong. First one also wrong, second one also wrong. These 2 also not a correct actions. So option D is the answer. Next, 8 friends. Okay, my dear friends, 8 friends. So read the information carefully. 8 friends. 4 friends cornerly towards center. Cornerly towards center. And remaining outside. This is the way, my dear friends. This is the way. Okay. This is the position actually, they're sitting in this position. Persons at the corners facing to the center while other persons mid and facing towards outside. S is third to the right of P. S is third to the right of P. So P here. Why? Because S is third to the right of P. P is facing center. See, P is facing center means corner. Okay, this side. S is third to the right of P. 1, 2, 3. Here S. T is third to the right of R. Okay. T is third to the right of R. T is third to the right of R. R is not sitting at midpoint of the side of the table. Okay. Suppose here I write R. 1, 2, 3. T. This is T. Next. Y is not sitting beside P and S. Y is not sitting beside S. Y here also not existing, here also not existing. Okay. There is only one person between P and V. P and V, only one person. There is only one person between P and V. Q is not sitting beside V. Q not existing here. And what about Y is not sitting beside? So Y here. Okay. Q is not sitting beside V. Okay. Q not existing here. How many persons between the Q and T? Q and T. So Q not here. Then what is the person here? Q. Okay. Q and T. Then how many persons between Q and T? Y. Only one person. Okay, that remaining person depends. But required question is, how many people are there between T and Q? Only one person. Okay. Next. Very easy question, my dear friends. Last question. Okay. Look at friends, all of you. 3 dots, 2 dots, ult. Okay. Shifted 2 and 1. Next one 0. Same thing reverse. 1, 1, 2. 2, 3. Here 1 given. Here 1 given. Okay. Next here 2 and 1. 3 and 2. What is the possible diagram, my dear friends? 1 is the clearly right answer. These are from the aptitude questions, total 15, my dear friends. Out of the 15, only one question, little bit time taken. Remaining everything is also easy. Okay. Thank you and all the best for your job. And next, our technical sir, TOC, CD, compiler design. They shall be taking the continuing.